talking about how CIMB's return on equity is below expectations. How do you intend to increase your efficiency?
Yeah. Well, our ROE is actually this year, the target is around 9.5%. We should be meeting that target at 9.5%. Last year was about 8%. And next year, based on consensus, Bloomberg consensus, is around 10.5%. And shows that we are improving our ROE. But the industry as a whole, is, like you said earlier, is facing margin compression. The cost of compliance are also increasing, regulatory costs basically, and competition from the non-banks, right, in certain segments of our banking offering. So we will see margin compression for whole banking industry still coming in, which means that you really need to look at productivity. And today we've seen banks really managing their costs better, and that's what we're doing here. Our cost to income 4 years ago was very high, around 59%, and today, last quarter result has gone down to 51%. But again, we need to make sure that this is sustainable. Banks has to relook at how they run banks. The operating model of banks need to change. That's my view in the longer term. Or else, you're right, ROE, if you want to revisit the good old days of low teens to mid-teens ROE, we need to relook at how we run our business.
Given your optimism, does it mean that your restructuring is done and dusted?
No. I think T18, which is our transformation in 2018, is more about recalibration. And beyond 2018, we are now in the midst of planning for the next 5 years for our group. That's when the transformation starts. And that is really driven by the need to change how banks operate, given the changes and how technology is moving.
I want to touch on Sukuk because Malaysia is one of the key markets for Sukuk issuances. Moody's has come out to say that it is optimistic that the issuances will reach $95 billion this year versus $85 billion last year. What's your take on the Sukuk market and where it's headed?
Yeah. We obviously are very, very a major player in the market and have been so for a decade or so. And we are confident, in fact, that next year will be an even stronger year. You're right, we've seen tremendous growth in the Sukuk market, not just driven by Malaysia or this region, but now we've seen stronger participation and involvement from both investors and companies in the Middle East. And this has created the momentum for next year. We've seen more infrastructure projects, and we've seen a bigger investor base, and more importantly, we've seen companies more familiar with this product. We're basically issuing a Sukuk.